Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Legends of Arcadia. Izuel charges the dinosaur, plunges its spear straight towards the dinosaur's tail, which whips away.
My baby is expressing what we're all thinking. For another 30 seconds.
Izuel charges towards the dinosaur, his last thoughts racing from his mind. Raekwon, what are Izuel's last thoughts?
What are his last thoughts? His thoughts are, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't have let that stupid bard tell everyone I was the god of death. Now the spear is punishing me.
The spear plunges forward and misses, and for a moment, everyone holds their breath. And then the dinosaur's tail rises in the air in a very aggressive manner, and we can all roll for initiative.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. I believe it's +1 for this.
Sorry, I'm gonna need a bit.
Take your time.
You can just kill me, and that'll make this all easier.
No problem. I got your back.
It's 2. Oh wait, I have an initiative button. I forget about that all the time.
Oh god, hot damn. Wait, do we need to select your tokens, guys, or I'm gonna get yelled at again. Okay.
That's a Ray. That's
Come on.
Hale. Nyx.
Everybody's
Abaddon.
rolling awful.
Roll the fucking 10. God damn it.
It's dinner time.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the T-Rex rolled a natural 10 on its initiative die. I think it's got like a 19
Unfortunately.
initiative.
Unfortunately.
God bless.
How unfortunate.
And
Yep, Brian.
Ryan's rolling in with the spear. Oh, he's-
Okay. Neal,
Shit,
can this thing make me a saving throw with a -2 penalty really fast?
Yeah, sure, man. No problem.
What kind of saving throw would you like, though, Sean?
Whatever you want, buddy. It's a 9. It's
Is
probably
that a
pass.
success? It's probably a pass.
Versus spell?
Yes? Yeah, let's say yes until I can...
Yeah, it's got more than 12 hit dice, I'm sure of it.
Yeah, I mean, with the -2, I don't know what that does, but I assume it's still going to be a pass with a 9.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, all right.
What spell were you casting for those of us
It would have
wondering?
been Insatiable Thirst, which was our best bet for the T-Rex, but...
You would have probably got angry if I said it tried to drink the blood from your body by biting you.
I mean, yes.
We've
Sorry,
already
I
set
saw
the
that during the
precedent
break.
that Iswal's bloody
Yeah.
nips are like irresistible to creatures.
I had forgotten about
I
the bloody
literally
nips.
said that
Yeah.
during the break.
The difference being, A, nobody's injured, B, we're tiny compared to a T-Rex.
Yeah.
I imagine the amount of water they drink far surpasses what we've got on us.
I think so.
But it doesn't matter anyways.
It passes
Are
its
we-
save. Raekwon, I rolled you into initiative, Ryan.
Okay, cool.
I take out a sprinkle of powder and blow it at the new god of death and enlarge him 40%. Make my god grow!
Suddenly, no.
I will be the Rita Repulsa of this show. By God.
Izuel.
So how did we describe that? I think did I charge through the woods and just like see
You
the
miss.
magnitude of the creature and
Yeah,
just
its tail
fumble?
comes up, it thumps down, it turns around, it bares its huge teeth. It can fit your whole head inside its mouth, no problem. Big, like, what, 13.5-inch canines ready to chomp down, delivering,
Fuck.
impossible amounts of pressure.
Yeah. I think the sheer magnitude of this creature caused me to flub that charge attack. But I steel myself. I guess I'm a little larger. And I
And you're
suppose we're
almost half again as large as you were, so.
are we
Yeah.
we're
Neal,
fighting?
Neal.
Am I alone
I
in
think
the
you
woods?
have an action
Yeah.
here as well.
Yeah.
This is a new round.
Yeah, no one else has attacked the creature, killed, cast a spell that failed.
All right, so a 25.
Wait. Is this not still a back attack, though? When is it turned around?
It turned to face him when he missed, when he rolled the natural one.
On the surprise round?
Somewhere between the surprise round and Isabel's initiative. Yeah, the creature has been alerted and turned. How many
Well,
times
you
have
can
you
go get a
turned to
back
face
attack.
a creature when it
We
comes towards you, Nick?
generally allow turning as like a free thing.
Yeah,
maybe not after a surprise round, though, but okay.
In any case, 25 hits. It probably does not clear by 10.
exactly clears by 10.
So that's a crit. Does enlarge do double damage? I mean, I guess make a saving throw versus death first, and then and when it passes, I'll roll damage. Does
Come on, Neal.
enlarge magic damage, or is it just?
It gives you 40% increase to the weapon die.
It's a
Six is
pass.
probably-
That's a
That's a
pass on a
pass.
saving throw versus death. yeah.
Damn it.
It's,
Alright,
this
so-
thing has like 20 hit dice. It's not gonna fail, Nick.
It needs a
Okay,
3.
Possible. The saves aren't. They're not that high.
So it's
They're
gonna
not
be
like
2.
two.
So it's gonna be 44 for the crit times 1.4. Plus my 6 to damage or whatever. Right, 5 for magic, 1 for prayer.
The damage
Sure.
bonus also goes up, right?
The
Not with
damage
enlarge.
bonuses to hit do not increase, but the weapon die is increased by
Okay,
40%.
just the weapon die. Gotcha.
So 19 points of damage.
Excellent. All right, so this is the dinosaur, and he takes 19 points of
We can't see his health bar.
19 points of damage.
Enlarge rounds up.
Okay. I will show you a health bar.
Oh, damn.
That's okay.
Could be
Maybe
worse.
maybe this is better.
I'm probably
fine.
like, over here walking. I've like walked past it and everybody else is behind it.
Stop! I'm putting you in the light so we can see your token and your HP bar. It's unnecessary. No, stop running away, Nick.
Whoa, stop moving me there.
I'm just trying to get the HP bars in sight. This is not
I'm not that
positioning.
close to it. Stop
It's
it.
not positioning, it's just HP bars. All right, so the dinosaur is on top of Kale, and Nix, it's your turn.
It now does a sit attack as it squashes you beneath its thunder thighs.
Is there a way, like, I would like to get out a card out of my tarot pack, and it's this one. One of my new favorite spells so far. Is there a way I can cast Hypnotic Pattern without having, like, Izual in the vicinity of it?
What's the AoE of Hypnotic Pattern?
30. Oh, hold up. Gotta post it. Beep, a boop. Spells. How do you?
30-foot
that work?
cube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
30-foot cube. Pattern causes any creature looking at it to become fascinated and stand gazing as long as it's looking at the spellcaster. Blah, blah, blah. Spell can captivate a maximum of 24 levels or hit dice of creatures.
Yes.
And it gets a saving throw to negate. All right. Let's do it.
So you could either position
It
it in
passes
front
its
of
save.
me, or it could be. It doesn't matter.
They could be like above you as well, right?
Right.
Yeah,
And
lots
like
of ways.
angle it because the T-Rex is lots higher, so I'd probably do it above. But that's a pass anyways, right?
It's a pass. Yes, your hypnotic pattern is useless.
I don't think anything requiring a saving throw.
It's monsters use warrior hit dice, right?
Yeah, unless they have spell-like abilities or something.
Like its saves are really good. They're not insurmountable, right? Like warriors are all around good, but they don't have the best saves in any category, I don't think.
But when they got 18 hit dice, woo!
Yeah, I think it saves on like, I don't know. It's probably
3
like a
to
4
6.
plus.
Yeah.
I mean,
depending on
I
the
don't
save.
have a single damage spell, so anything's gonna be saved. or
Yeah,
not.
it's all gonna be
Not like
saves.
I have like, what do you want? I don't
No,
even
I'm
get
with
magic
you on this one.
missiles, so
I'm really excited to color spray it and win the saving throw and stun it for a round.
All right, John Lennon, what are you gonna do? It's your turn.
Don't let it.
Abaddon, Abbey Road, John Lennon. It's not a long jump.
I mean, I'm from Liverpool. I thought maybe that's what you meant, but okay. Well, I
Even
would ask
better.
you. I would ask you, Neal. What is the wisdom of this creature? Pretty low, right?
Animals have pretty average wisdom, very low intelligence, I would say.
Okay. Well, can you make a saving throw adjusted by wisdom, please?
Oh, okay. Yes, sure. You want to tell me what it's for?
Cause fear. Is it getting a -3? Any chance?
It would have
Why
to be
would it
low
get-
wisdom.
Because of low wisdom.
No, definitely not.
Did prayer affect it, or is prayer just allies?
Oh.
That's only -1. It doesn't get us close enough.
Yeah, -1. Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So the T-Rex takes its turn.
Hi, guys.
Good
It
luck,
looks at
y'all.
Izul.
It's been a pleasure.
It's been fun.
It will.
Pretty stupid idea to attack this thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know why Faye had us do that.
Yeah.
It's a really mean thing Faye
ridiculous.
had us do.
Yeah.
It snaps out with its teeth towards the new god of death.
Rolls a 1.
Shit.
Rolls a 1.
Oh, you know.
It rolls a 1.
6 plus 15 is a 21.
Oh my god.
That's
think
not even
that's a
a
hit.
crit. Weak ass, Neal. Weak
Yeah,
ass.
I have 19 AC.
Well, wait, it gets a -1 on its rolls due to prayer.
Okay.
So can we get another -2 or something?
-2. Yeah, -2 to make a miss.
You're not a dwarf or a gnome who's good against fighting giants, are you?
No.
Is this where we learn
wait,
something
wait,
new
wait.
about Izwal?
Okay, no. But we're in a forest, right? And it's taller than the trees.
Can I have cover behind a tree? No. Or is it like awkwardly pinned between trees? No. It can just like
No.
knock trees over.
You know, Izwal does have movement rate 9. That does sound pretty dwarfish.
Slow does not equal small, but I appreciate the attempt. I do believe it bites Izul.
Or I think average damage will KO me.
This needs to be rolled in roll 20 now, because this is a
this
killing
is-
roll.
You say
Yeah.
that.
I mean, that's
He's gonna roll
one. That's
higher.
one way. That's one way to give the goddess of death.
And
her
there's
spear
like
back,
a
right?
there's like a 25% chance of just insta killing me.
All right, what do we got? 2 2s, an 8,
That's
a
good.
5, and a 6. So that's
is that?
10, 21, 22, 23 damage.
Bye guys. I mean, I'm gonna guess I'm not dead, but does he
Who's
bite
gonna
on?
heal you up? Am I right, boys?
No one can heal me up.
I can stabilize you.
Yeah.
It takes a big chomp into the god of death, and
He chomps this. Does he swallow the spear of death? No, it's fine.
no, probably not. Its teeth close around you, and then it just chucks you to the side. Gazes out to the water's edge, where these people have been like casting spells, and like there was this hallucinatory thing that appeared before for a moment, and it's like shrugged off these things as like not that big of a deal. We'll roll a reaction check to see if it is pissed at you guys or doesn't even consider you guys. 11. Our DM screen. The player characters are hostile. The T-Rex is threatening. It emits a low grumble to you, stomps the ground, gnashes its teeth, but holds its ground, staring at you guys, while Izul's body lays near to the T-Rex. But it doesn't come after you all.
You just said tossed me.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, you're like
All right, I
15
have
feet
two
away.
plans, gang. Let me know which one sounds good. I have a magic spell, Separate, and I could separate the spear from Izwal and try to make the spear lodge itself in the dinosaur to make it have a save versus death. Second idea, charm the dinosaur with my sexy flute playing.
I like the separate idea. That's really funny.
You could
How,
also separate Izwal from the T-Rex and try to shoot them over to us.
Didn't the Izwal already get flown away? He got like.
Yeah, he's like just 15
closer.
feet.
Or
Yeah.
separate them from whatever they are, so we can.
Okay,
like, get them back
I'll position myself at a right angle, Neal.
Got
so
it.
that I can separate the spear from Izwal. Izwal will fly towards away from the T-Rex, and the spear will fly at the T-Rex.
Got it.
To try to lodge itself in there and
all
force
right.
a saving throw.
Hey,
Roll some
Neal,
initiative.
As well,
Yeah.
how much wind is there today?
Piece of shit. Roll me a 2d8.
Also, is the forest dry here? Like, Does it look like that could be a fire, or is it too wet?
It is.
Oh, that looks like wind.
September, so it's kind of dry, but the forest is actually pretty wet. It's not super dry, but it's kind of dry. You got moderate winds today.
Can I ask what Ryan's max HP is, or not?
19 and a half.
Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. All right. Rolling initiative.
Don't even know what to do here, to be honest. Okay.
Okay, no, that was only a 6. I didn't realize that was a +5 on fucking combat. Stop it, it's not funny. Fuck off.
No, it was really funny. I swear to God, it was funny.
I'm losing it here, guys. All right.
Oh, that was so good.
Oh, right. We're going at the same time again, Greg.
No,
Fuck.
Kale
Fuck.
and Greg
Fuck.
simultaneously try to make the creature fly away and stab it in the leg with a Ride the Wind, right? Is that what we're seeing?
Yeah, yes, I get myself at a right angle between Iswal and the dinosaur, cast Separate. Iswal comes flying this way, the spear goes flying towards the dinosaur.
What do you think is an appropriate roll for you to make to see if the spear hits the dinosaur?
Probably some kind of attack roll at a penalty for unproficient magic chucking.
That sounds very reasonable. You want to use your base modifier and then just say you're unproficient with separate attacks?
That's -3 for you, I think.
Yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
-3 to hit, then plus whatever you got for level.
So -2 total.
All right.
Let's go Spear of Death!
Oh my God, you hit it. You skewer the dinosaur with the Spear of Death. Roll me a saving throw for the dinosaur.
I'm pretty sure it's save versus death is
Let me
stupidly
roll it.
good, but all right.
Right, let me roll it. It'll be a guaranteed fail.
It'll be a guaranteed fail? Okay, you know what, Nick? Let's put your bad seed to the test. Roll this saving
go.
throw for the
Let's go.
dinosaur.
Oh my God, it works!
Oh my God.
Dino, dead Dino, let's go!
The dinosaur dies immediately.
What else?
It immediately dies. It just end is over.
I run over to Israel to stabilize.
Yeah, I've got herbalism, and I think I might actually also have medicine, so I can attempt to stabilize.
You got
between the
herbalism,
two
there's
of us,
medicines, there's a happy wolf over there. He gets his wounds licked and cleaned, and Izul will survive. Oh my God.
That was great. Holy shit. So much XP. Damn.
Oh, I think I'm gonna level this time, guys.
Oh, good thing I saved us from
Ridiculous
Faye trying
amount.
to attack that dinosaur.
A lot of XP for that. All right, well, the T-Rex is dead. Izul's body has been recovered, and there is just this massive corpse of a T-Rex lying here. What do you guys want to do about it?
I want to get a tooth. I want to get a tooth.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want a T-Rex tooth? You can go up and pry out one of the big honkers in his mouth and just rip it out.
So at that size, is that like a dagger or is that a small sword?
I think a T-Rex tooth is about yay big, so dagger size?
Okay.
Unless you
How
added a hilt and then it would be a
far-
short thrusting sword, maybe?
How far away from Sobek, the Eater of Souls, are we?
Well, I am the Eater
A
of Souls.
day, I think. One
I
day,
think we
right?
should rest here and let Israel
6
recover.
X's,
And I would like to try and eat the heart of the T-Rex. It might take some time,
Oh my God.
but I would like to do that.
There's a lot of
So I'm gonna
T-Rex
have to-
heart.
Heart. Yeah, you got to get to it first. I'll have to crack some ribs and stuff, but we've got all day while we wait for Israel to wake up, right? In fact, we might have multiple days while we wait for Israel to wake up.
I think
How big are T-Rex eyes?
Oh my God, no. No, Sean. The answer is no. You're not getting a giant eye. Okay, it's not happening.
Just one giant eye.
I think it's gonna be really funny if the professor gets eyes, but they don't replace his own. They just like get added on. So he has like human eyes, then elf eyes, then like a T-Rex eye.
I actually was thinking it'd be
creature.
like a little bit bigger. I was gonna like encase it in glass and have like a crystal ball with a T-Rex eye in it.
Oh, that'd be cool.
So a T-Rex heart is about human-sized.
Oh, it's not too bad.
The size of a human.
Yeah, rough estimates have it at 140 times the size of a human heart, and a human heart is about the size of your fist. So 140 human fists is roughly the size of a human. Like ballparky, super ballparky.
Human-sized as in the size of a whole human. I thought the same as a human-sized heart.
No. Like as you would be
Okay,
the
that
T-Rex
makes
heart.
sense now.
Yes.
Yeah,
cuisine.
but if Iswell is on -4, we're going to be here for at least a day or two. I'd maybe not eat the whole thing, Neal, but I'm going to take my time doing that.
Sure, I'm just saying, if you eat like 2 pounds of meat a day, that's kind of a lot of meat, and this is, 160 pounds of meat or something.
Well, I'm a werewolf, so, I can eat more than 2 pounds of meat a day easily.
Okay, cool. Maybe you're eating like 10 pounds of meat a day. It's still like 16 days to eat the heart.
I'm not going to eat the whole thing. I'll just eat
Okay.
2 days worth.
Just munch on the heart for a little while. Give it a little snack.
Have a hearty snack.
For real though, I do kind of want to like continue getting on the good side of the giant crocodile spirit in the river. Like, is it possible to like get Sobek, the Eater of Souls, over here and be like, hey, we found a sinner. The god of death would like you to devour. You and your friends should like devour this dinosaur.
I could send a message in the morning.
Yeah. You spotted the Eater of Souls between 5 and 6 hexes away. So it'd be
Jesus
2 days
Christ,
from
so
here.
it's like 40 miles. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Ryan, you're alive.
And I doubt that they mind eating corpses that have been lying around for 1 or 2 days.
I'm assuming the dinosaur doesn't fit on the floating disc though, so
That is
might be hard
correct.
to get it there.
Yeah, you'll have to get them here. Like, there's no other way.
That's fine. It's way further away than I think Greg was thinking
Yeah.
about. All right.
Well, you rest the remainder of the day so that Izuul can recover.
Yeah.
Let
me go
you have a
these
healing
items.
proficiency?
So I'd like to. So I checked, and T-Rex eyes are about the size of tennis balls. Will that fit into my pickled jar with the elf eyes?
Depends on the mouth of the jar. Can you fit Can you fit a tennis ball in like a jar of pasta? I don't think so. Pasta sauce, I mean.
Probably. I mean, tennis
Like
balls
in a
aren't that
Prego
big.
jar? For sure.
I guess
Does a tennis ball
let's
mouth?
say like I roll a d20 and on a 10 plus it's like a fat mouth jar that
Alright.
that'll fit.
Yeah, take your 55%.
No, it's not gonna fit. Do we have any way of preserving this eye? Besides that,
I mean, I have a jar. I can roll for whether it fits into my eye jar if you want to. So
Sure.
D20, 10 or more, I can fit it into mine.
Yeah, it's a great rule. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got the
I guess
big
I'll see you struggling with your small jar, and I'll just be like,
This is what a real jar
She
looks
whispers
like.
in your ear like, bigger's better.
All right, you put a T-Rex eye in a jar. Someone has a healing proficiency or some way of getting Izuul up from -4. Nick, do you
yeah,
have
I think
healing
somebody else had
spells?
medicine and I took herbalism.
I think I'll just check, but I'm pretty
No,
sure
I-
I've got healing and first aid, yeah.
Okay.
okay, nice.
Cool. All right, so at some point, he will recover. You don't have a
Not
healing
today,
spell,
though,
though, right?
No healing
Okay.
spells.
So it'll take 4 days for him to recover.
Well, no, we've got herbalism, so we can't do any healing today, but tomorrow we can do 3 HP, so I think it should
3
take
HP
3
a day.
days.
2 days, then. Okay.
Yeah. I'm busy the whole time. If I'm not tending to as well, I'm eating this thing's heart.
Yeah.
Feeling its power course through me. My arms shrink. My teeth grow longer.
I'll take the spear in the meantime. The spear of death. I'll take care of that. I'll sit begrudgingly next to the fire with the spear on my lap.
I begrudgingly take the most powerful weapon in the land and care for it in his absence.
Exactly. Just to make sure nobody else wants to charge anything with it in the meantime.
Great. Okay, I'm going to make some encounter rolls for while you guys chill here down by the beach. And during this time, I would like Abaddon to make me a wisdom willpower check.
That, my friend, I can do. Nice. Just about.
Okay, that is good for now. Thank you very much. First day of encounters is a nothing. Well, it's a... That second day is literally nothing. Third day, this will be the day that Ryan's waking up, I suppose. Yeah, so Ryan wakes up. Izul, you're alive. And it is raining. In late September, the cold rains have come to this area. Lightning crackles around you. You've made some sort of temporary shelter through the jungle, or the forest branches. There is a dead dinosaur near you. And you see Abaddon covered in blood, chewing on the dinosaur's heart.
Is this Falumbra?
Unfortunately, no, darling.
I certainly hope not. I like to think I have more to look forward to.
What happened? That
Well,
Your spear killed the dinosaur, Izwal. You did it.
yes. The god of death from beyond the grave reached out with his hand and strucketh the dinosaur from a great distance away. It was quite honestly the most impressive thing that shall ever be written about.
I did.
Oh, yes.
Sit up, rubbing my
Oh,
head.
yes.
I'll put a hand on Izwal's shoulder and I'll say, just take it easy, okay?
It was so big. I saw the tail, and then I don't know what happened. Everything was red, and I pushed through the brush, and it had so many teeth. I looked down.
Been bandaged up.
Gaping. Yeah.
Scary experience, isn't it?
Yeah. I think I shudder and probably pass out. Am I at 0 HP? Actually, was it 1 HP the first, or 0
3
HP the
HP,
first?
3 HP per day.
So
you should be on +2.
I'll be at 2 HP right now.
Yeah.
And then I can immediately pray to Martha for, I'm sorry that I did it again and I charged that dinosaur in bloodthirsty rage.
Oh my god. You're the worst child, honestly.
But this
Martha forgives you for your sins, understands that you are hurt, wounded, and needing of attention and affection and love to restore yourself to your true glory. And she bestows upon you the healing spells you ask for.
I'll just do all the healing spells. 4 cure light wounds and 2 cure moderates. I guess that's more than I need, but like, who needs flame blades when you've got the spear of death? So I'll go ahead and heal myself up. Is anyone else wounded?
No.
Nope.
No.
Well, I'm still down 2 HP. But...
You should have healed that.
That would have been naturally healed.
Walking, right?
True. Yeah.
You remember D10 plus 1 or just D10?
Cure D10 plus 1 for moderate.
Okay. Falling rains are Martha's tears, and they bring me, what is that? 15 on top of 2 is 17, down 2, so I guess I'll keep that.
Okay. Great. Well, what do you want to do? Ladies and gentlemen, you are here in the forest where you've been chilling for a few days. You haven't seen much in the way of anything. The beach has been gentle and peaceful with slowly rolling waves and not much else out to see. The forests have had creatures roaring in them in the distance, but you have had plenty of meat and needed not travel far. Your time spent here has been not unpleasant, but now that the rain is falling, maybe a little, inconvenient.
Does Nyx give the Spear of Death back?
Do you ask for it back?
I don't know. I think like after an hour, like after recovering in that short conversation, and then Izual like steps off a little ways and goes and like kneels in the rain for like an hour, begging for Martha's forgiveness.
She forgives you.
Mm-hmm. Poor sucker. And then I'll come back and like, do I see Nyx by the fire with the spear in her lap?
Mm-hmm.
And I think at first I don't say anything. Izual comes and just towers over Nyx and like looks at the spear.
Oh, did you come to talk? How are you feeling? You should sit down. I step aside.
I feel
Nice and warm.
I feel cleansed.
From your pride?
I tilt the head. From my sins. Martha's tears wash away the blood, and I am renewed. I sit down and can't stop looking at the spear. What do you feel when you touch it? Do you hear their screams?
I take the spear and I like lightly hold it in. I guess I have to take it with both hands because I'm just a wizard, so I'll take it in both my hands. Do I feel anything if I hold it?
You certainly do. The whole thing shakes very, very slightly in your hands. You can feel the trembling of the bone and the mithril. It's clearly coursing with an immense amount of power. But I'm not sure what that feels like to Nyx. What makes Nyx feel powerful?
I think what makes Nyx feel powerful is overcoming her own failures, usually. The things where she thinks she's failing and then she overcomes them, that's what makes her feel powerful.
What about overcoming your failures of allies?
Well, she'll look at Izual and she'll say, there's a lot of responsibility in this weapon. I think it is good that we took it from our enemies, but I'm not sure if it is for us to keep.
No, of course not. I'm sorry I failed you, and you had to take it up. This weapon may be my burden to carry, but I fear that in touching it, you may have put a target on your back as well.
I'll very gently put a hand on Izual's shoulder, and I'll sit like kind of close to them, and I'm just gonna quietly say, the day I was born on this world, you and we were grouped together, and whether you like Marcus or whether you don't like him, it doesn't really matter. Like, I was meant to be with you and the others. And I do plan to fulfill that role until my very end. And I will never feel bad for stepping up when it is needed.
Right. Izual like sits down next to you at the fire. I fear I was not meant to be here. You all were fated to work together to defend this valley, but I worry that in involving myself in this, I've mucked things up.
Oh no.
I'm not sure if Ryan can still hear me. I'll just keep talking.
That was a mistake. I meant to mute myself, not turn my camera off.
It's fine.
I'm listening, but I may mute for the squawking.
It's okay.
There's T-Rexes.
Insatiable. I don't know why it is, and maybe I'm not the best to judge because I'm maybe just a human. But it sometimes pains me to see that you carry a lot of, I would say fear, but I don't mean it as an insult. You carry a lot of fear for being different. And that is understandable. But you were meant to be some sort of leader for us. And I think we're encountering many things that we don't understand. But you have a better grasp of them than we do. And we do need you here, Izual, whether you're different from us or not.
I wasn't sent here for you. I was sent here to kill you.
I'll put a
I
hand.
look to the spear and around to the humans, but
I'll put a hand on Izua's wrist. Do the others hear this conversation? It's like someone rolling into initiative. No. I'll gently put a hand around Izua's wrist and I'll say, and if you look at me, is that what you want to do?
I'm looking down into my hands. No. Malchus is a crazy bastard, but what he's created in you is something remarkable. The ogres are monsters, the elves, monsters. I am a monster. But you all, you're free to choose. I couldn't rid that from the world. Whether Verasi demands it or not.
I can't tell if you are bound in a way where you will never be able to choose your own destiny. My cards don't help me, reading into that, unfortunately. But if it ever comes to the point as well, where you will have to use your spear against me, and you do not have a choice, I will know, and I will not take it personally.
I honestly don't know. I was created for a purpose, but this isn't it. But sometimes it's like I'm taken away from myself and I can't choose what I do. Compelled to serve. When I should have been with June, I was. And just the other day, Abaddon pointed and I became something else. Death on Red Wings.
Oh, that is a great name of a song.
Every single
I
one of
looked
us.
over at Raekwon, suddenly realizing that there's the rest of the party's around.
He's writing down, taking notes. Okay. I'll say, every one of us is unfree sometimes, I mean, look at Abaddon, who's driven by his own bloodlust sometimes, or Raekwon looking for fun and interesting things, or the professor becoming by his own thirst of for knowledge.
It's one thing to be driven by your own thirst or bloodlust, but to be compelled by another's bloodlust, it's disempowering.
I don't claim to understand what that's like because I can't, but if there's ever a way in which we can help you overcome whatever it is that binds you to being like this, I mean, I'd be down.
I look at the spear. I think I haven't worked it all out yet, but there might be a way.
So do you want it back?
I don't want you to have it. Verossi
Why? Am I that bad person?
No. I care about you. Verossi will come for it soon. And I don't want you to be the one she comes for. This should be my burden. And I raise a hand, reaching for the spear, but I hesitate.
Nyx will, instead of handing you the spear, where you reach your hand, she will put hers and she'll give you a firm handshake.
There's this, yeah. You my hand is horizontal, so there's this awkward angle handshake, and I rotate and
I'll just turn it and I'll say, well, since you can't make the choice, then I will make the choice for now. If you need it, you'll find it.
The party rested. Oh, go ahead.
Wait, later that day, I'll come over to Iswal and say, Iswal, I notice Nick still has your weapon.
That weapon belongs to no man.
You're no man, Iswal. You're an angel of death, sent here to guide us. Don't let her dark words and confusing ploys drift you away from your true purpose. You and me were designed for one thing. Me, it's one thing, but for you, that's war, fighting and killing. You need that spear more than anyone. You should take it back. Don't let yourself be drifted away from what you should be doing. You're scared of Verossi, but the other gods favor you. I'm sure I can convince Malchus to help us keep the spear from her.
Who are you to tell me what my purpose is?
It's clear to anyone who looks at you.
You don't know me. You don't know my past.
I don't need to. I can see. I can see what you do in battle. How could you be purpose for anything else?
I think Iswal gets up and walks away, turning her back on Abaddon.
Go back to what I was doing.
Actually, we should get moving.
Abaddon turns his bloody face back to the quarter finished part.
Yeah, we should get moving. I'm well enough to travel, and I don't think the storm is going to break.
I guess I reluctantly leave the dinosaur behind.
Okay. You've eaten 2 days of its heart, taking out a fairly large chunk as a wolf. You feel yourself bloated with the dinosaur's meat, viscera, and blood. And the party will set off in what direction? East, west, north, down?
Left up.
Left up. Okay.
Left up, yeah. No, wait, sorry. West up.
Right.
North left.
North left?
left.
Sorry, yeah, north left,
North
yeah.
left.
Up west? Up west.
Okay. Let me make some encounter checks here as the party travels this day. So as you set out on this first day, you come by a pack of Allosauri. 4 more Allosauri.
Same ones or different ones?
Ooh, I don't think you can tell the difference at this point in time. Would your charm spell still be active on them?
There was no charm spell. They were too high hit die. I just spoke with them.
Ah.
God, these encounters. I really just need to keep these speak with animals all the time.
We reduced their threat level, right? We made them go down one on the scale of on the reaction scale, right? Which apparently turned them into like mega friendly. They must have rolled pretty low to begin with.
That sounds familiar. You see a pack of them. There's 6 of these creatures hunting about. They've got 1 kill between them. You can see that there's still a little bit of blood dripping down one face, but the rest of them still look hungry. What are you gonna do? You're deep into dinosaur territory, guys.
I mean,
if they've got a kill between them, like they're actively eating it, right?
Like they've recently killed something that recent enough that there's still blood fresh on their face, but
okay,
they're out of meat.
Have they noticed us?
Or have they spotted? Yeah.
Great question. Let's roll a d6 for them. A d10 for them. They will roll a 2, so they have not spotted you yet. One of you, fine fellows. The third one of you, Hale, has seen them this time. You are the spotter of the Allosauri. They are moving.
If we see them from a distance out, I'm gonna suggest we just quietly make our way around. I have a bit of magic available if we're in a desperate situation, but ideally we can just walk right around this. They look hungry though, so don't disturb them.
Okay. You can leave the Allosaurs alone and keep on going. One more hex you move. You come across another one of these small rivers. This one is not super easily fordable. Everyone make me a dex check not to fall in and get swept away, but
how about we just walk around it?
I mean, that would take us a while, right? That'd be like a full day of going around.
Yeah, I mean, you're not... This is the problem with overland maps, is that it's hard for your characters to know that the river really only starts in this one spot. But if you want to try and circumnavigate it...
So we watch Raekwon drown and decide that we are better off circling around it.
Raekwon steps into the river, trying to go from one rock to the other, immediately slips on a mossy rock, tumbles into the freezing waters of the river. Can you swim, Raekwon?
I do not have a swimming proficiency.
He's being swept down the river. Somebody save his life.
Somebody save Raekwon. I can get us across.
Well, okay. I got the swimming proficiency, so let's go, I guess.
Actually, do I have swimming?
Nyx,
I think you do.
Rose herself.
Oh, I do have swimming. Okay, wait, yeah. Nyx, it's strength based. What's your strength?
Same as yours, dude.
Oh, okay. We just have the same stats.
I think it's the same. 11? Do you have 11?
Yeah.
I have 11.
All right. I'll take my coat off and I'll jump into the water and go swimming after
easy peasy.
Raekwon.
You can swim after Raekwon and drag him to shore.
All right. So I guess my question here is fording is a little bit risky, but I can swim and Nyx can swim. Are we proficient enough as lifeguards that we can more or less minimize the danger of this fording?
Isn't it funny that you wing the fucking lifeguards of the party?
The only problem is that swimming at people with all their gear is going to be hard. I think some folks are wearing chainmail or whatnot. And the bigger problem is are these people really going to let you safety lifeguard them across the river? Can their egos handle you swimming them across the river?
I mean, Abaddon probably can doggy paddle, right?
That's true. As a wolf, you could doggy paddle. No problem.
Oh, nice. Sweet.
Wolfie
How wide
paddle?
is the river?
110 feet.
Needs to stay. Where's the range? No, that's not gonna work. Okay. I think we might have to navigate them across. So I mean, it's fordable, right? So we can wade through as long as they don't slip and fall.
Yeah, it's there's rocks. There's an area that looks like you could wade across, but you're gonna have to do some sketchy maneuvering to do so, which is what the dex
appreciate the
check is
fact
for.
that I was canonically drowning in water that comes up to your waist or some shit.
Totally.
Raekwon is legitimately Little John. Help! I'm drowning!
Couldn't you? Do you have tensors for today, Sean?
I do have tensors. The problem is I can only send one person across at a time, and it can only go 60 feet away from me. If there's like a small body of land somewhere in the middle of the river that we can use as like a middle ground that I can stand on to tensors people across, that'll work.
And you can
you sit on the tensors as well?
Ahead of your,
it can carry 300 pounds right now, so I wouldn't be able to carry people and their gear.
I can just package my gear in a way that if I could
like carry
wash away.
Well, like here's the thing: two people. Like,
you created this world and its shitty rivers, Neal. Quit looking like you're not enjoying yourself.
This
is what you wanted.
I can essentially, like, because a full-grown person is gonna be like 180 pounds or something, right? Like I can carry one person across.
That is exactly my weight. Yes.
Yeah. So I think our best bet would be to look and see if there's some sort of small sliver of land I can stand on in the middle of the river, and I'll tensors everybody across one at a time.
Yeah, or you can swim. Like you can swim across, and
I can swim across, no problem. The others might be a little.
No, that's why I'm saying if you swim and the disc is following you anyways, you should be fine. Like it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, I mean I can swim this. Like it's a fairly gentle river, right, Neal?
Yeah, because
swimming, it's not really an issue for me.
For you could probably do it with a little bit of time and patience. It's not an easy river. It will require your focus and attention, but it is doable as long as you have focus and attention available.
All right, I finish. Like I take off my boots. Honestly, he probably just goes down to his small clothes to get like as few things wet as possible, and then I'll cast Tensor's floating disc and I'll swim across with people so that everybody can be ferried across, and then I'll go and pick up my clothes on the other end, dry myself off, and then Tensors myself across to finish it.
I correct me if I'm wrong, but you can't stand on your own tensor's disc, right?
I believe I can. There's nothing that says I cannot.
Because
I'm pretty sure famously that's not true, right? There's the how many wizards does it take to get across the river problem.
Let's see here. The disc is 3 feet in diameter, holds no time.
Oh, that was a 5.
Floats along horizontally within its range of 20 yards at the command of the caster. So I can choose where it goes.
5th edition says it follows behind you at your pace. I think second edition is like...
second edition, I get to choose where it is at any location within 20 yards of me. So I can just like send it along, or I could bring it over to me and like write on it. And I specifically remember this because I remember a wizard who rule lawyered their way in, like, I think it was AD&D first. They were in like a dungeon going through a hallway filled with traps, and the wizard was like, I'm gonna make a Tensor's floating disc and ride over all of these tripwires.
Cool.
Frustrating for us DMs. But in this case, it's done, and you guys passed the river, thank God. We should now only play in desert areas with no rivers.
Well, unfortunately, it's each tile we move towards the west makes me feel like we should have crossed the mountains instead.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Although, actually, maybe now we could go south. No, there's more sea to the south.
Honestly, this is fine. This has not been that... Like, aside from a T-Rex encounter, which was self-inflicted, this has been fine.
Yeah, we're just going to have to cross all the rivers again if we need to go back. Is all I meant.
So the idea was, what I wrote down for where we need to go was we need to go south of the mountains and then west, but...
So at this point, it looks like we're just going to follow along the coast, going north-left then.
Yeah, but I think this is wrong.
Well, I mean, it's Portheus. We know it's a port city, so we need to stay along the coast at the end of the day anyways.
Yeah, but it could be
like we're south of the mountains, and we need to go. We're way south of the mountains, and then so we just need to go north left, and eventually we're gonna hit Portheus doing this. It might not be the most efficient, but like.
Wait, are you sure about that?
Would we miss it? I mean, it's eventually. It's a port city, right?
What if it's on the other side of the sea? I mean, I guess if we follow the coast.
You think it's not on? I assume it's on this land.
But I feel like if it was on the other side of the sea, I feel like the gnomes would have said it's on the other side.
Yeah, they wouldn't
of
have,
the sea,
because like
way,
we had.
Sorry, I'm saying sea, but is this not a large lake?
Who knows?
That's what I'm saying. Like maybe it's
actually wait. From here, can we see across this thing?
Wasn't the water
like,
described as seawater? Right?
Yes.
Yeah, like we're at the ocean.
You are here. You are not quite at the ocean. You are in the middle of the woods.
But we were, right?
Yes. Every time that you've been next to the body of water, it has been salt water.
Yeah, that's why I don't think it's a big lake, like Nick suggests.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Maybe
this
we
is
should just
ocean
make
as well.
our way to the next tile that's next to the sea and have another look for human.
I think we should just follow the coast north left.
Sure, we'll keep going north left.
You make your way back to the edge. The water is salty, and it goes on beyond the horizon
Can we
endlessly.
look up and down the coast here, north and south?
Yeah. No habitation, just woods, rocky coastlines, sometimes sandy coastlines, wilds, dinosaurs. You see a pod of triceratops up the coastline a little bit, munching on some grass.
If we go south, do we just hit water again eventually? We should be able to see the edge of the coast.
Well, I doubt there's gonna be a mountain range in between suddenly. Like, that wouldn't make much sense.
Yeah, to the edge of your vision, it's just what you see here on the map. Your vision does not extend beyond the map.
I feel like we're going massively the wrong way. I feel like it was just crossing those mountains and then going sort of southwest a little bit, but we can just keep going north if you guys want. But
Oh boy.
All these dinosaurs makes me feel like humans are not supposed to be here.
yeah, like
Isn't that what makes it
wait,
exciting, though?
Does Portheus do much trade with Acropolis? Do we know?
If they do,
We
we
don't
probably
know, I
hear of
think.
it.
We had never heard of it. We had
Yeah.
to ask around to even figure out what it
Does-
was.
Yeah.
Because if there is any trade, it clearly doesn't come this way.
We've seen no signs of ships on the water, have we?
Nope.
Ever? Yeah.
Nope.
The only mountain range I've seen that I know of is like the one north of Acropolis, and then there's one south of Acropolis. Those are pretty much the only ones we've seen.
Oh, you reckon there is a mountain range to the north?
No. What I mean is like where the valley is, right? The valley is encapsulated by two
Yeah,
mountain
right.
ranges.
Yeah.
There were
There's
mountains
the
to the
northern
north
and the
and south.
southern one. And we've like the one we saw before we went all the way to the west was the southern one.
Well, my vote's we turn around, go back, and try and cross the mountains, but I'll keep going north if everyone wants to.
We can always trek our way back, and like, yeah, we're gonna have to cross rivers, but
What did the gnome say how long it takes to get there? Because I feel like we had a time estimate, right? Didn't we have a time estimate?
We did. I can't remember what it was now because I
Couple of
remember
weeks.
I can remember us making the distinction that like we'll be there before Verassi gets.
Yes,
we were expecting about a
exactly.
week and a half. It's only been a few days, hasn't it?
To the day after tomorrow? No, tomorrow is the day that Martha enters the world. The day after that is the day that Verassi begins to enter the world. But Martha's going to be here tomorrow.
Because we were planning to be done with this and back in Acropolis before Verassi can get his shit together.
We must, like, if it's where the mountains are, we must have just walked past it by one day or something like that.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like, we would have been really close. If
Yeah.
if we
Is
missed
there
it,
a
we missed
vi-
it by a fucking sliver, is what I'm
Is
saying.
there a visual representation of the treasure map somewhere? Because I've never seen.
Yeah, it's in the
In the
chat.
handouts.
In super cool.
It's also in the
Nice.
handouts. Martha map to treasure.
So it looks like mountains, hills, like a river in between, and like
Map, Neal.
It's
High
a great
effort.
map. Hey,
High
it's a
effort.
hey.
and the way the river flows makes me think that the ocean is to the south of it, right?
Oh, shit, man. All right.
But I'm not a cartographer in the game.
I feel like the mountains we can see on the map are the mountains that are to the south of Acropolis, like the south of Acropolis's valley.
Oh, I gotta go look at McTacky's map he made so I can actually see the whole area.
But I think there's a spoiler. There's
Is
a
that
spoiler.
not cheating? That's kind of cheating.
revealed it
Dude.
at some point, yeah.
Well, then why are you spoiling shit?
I say we go back and try and cross the mountains so that if I'm right and these mountains are the south mountains on the valley in Acropolis, then crossing them would have been the way to go. Which we
How many
haven't done.
days have we been going to the western? 3?
We've been going west pretty consistently because we went through the woods.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's been about 3 days back to the river with the crocodile.
If we get really desperate, I can teleport myself and maybe Nyx back to safety.
Oh, that sounds great.
Yeah, sounds great. How's that? I like that. Good idea,
Alright.
Sean. Last
Party's gonna turn
brownie
around.
points from me.
I don't know. I think maybe we should. What does everyone else think? I'm not suggesting we turn around to go back home. I'm saying we go back to the Crocodile River and head across the mountains.
I'd say one more day of going north, and if that doesn't work, we turn around and go straight to the Crocodile Mountains.
Wait, one last argument then. Were we not discussing
Why
whether
are you
we should...
asking? Why are you asking if you don't want to know?
No, because I've just had another thought.
Okay.
We
Go
were
ahead.
arguing between two paths, right, originally, and I was like, we should go through the forest to kill ogres along the way. So one of them was to go through the ogre forest, but was the other one not to go south of the mountains?
Yes, that's correct.
So I feel like going north can't be the way, right?
We wanted to go through the valley, loop around the mountains like this, and then make our way there.
Wait, show me
The
again.
problem was,
Through the valley.
I think the problem was that when we saw the mountains, was that there was no space between the mountains and the water.
Yeah.
And on the other map, I think it looked like there should be like a space between
Yes,
those.
it does not look, because you're right. It was connected. We looked that way, and it was just sheer mountain going into the ocean on that side.
That was what threw us
Is that
off
the
there.
is that the description that Neal gave us, that it was sheer mountain?
Yeah, sheer mountain directly into the ocean when I looked at it with the spyglass today. And the mountains on Nix's map last I don't know if you still have the map with you, Nix, but last I remember it, like it did have like a gap to
There
the
was space
the
underneath,
left.
yeah. But you don't know if that is because the mountains hit it at the very left side and we don't see the left side of the mountain, and then it goes like a V. You know, if it goes like this,
It could do that, yeah.
it could do that. It's possible.
I think though that we were supposed to go north along the mountains then down south, but we basically went south through the woods instead. Like maybe we're totally wrong. I don't know.
Are you still thinking that maybe this is the right way? Sure.
I still think going along the coast this way is maybe the right way. I don't think the way back is where we want to go, because the mountains just end in the ocean there, and that's not what we
might
want.
not be-
Okay.
would
If
we
it was a
be
sheer
able-
cliff, then okay.
If we wanted to, would we be able to make it across the mountains without climbing gear and shit?
You can always try.
Well,
There will
I
be
was
more-
working on a spell
more
for that,
depth
but I
checks.
haven't.
Okay. An assessment of how hard that might be from someone who's pretty intelligent, Neal, okay?
Extremely
Weak
difficult.
arms.
Don't know
Yeah,
if you want
fuck
to ask
that
someone. Okay.
I've been working on a spell for it, but it's still in the early gestation period.
Listen, when Sean was describing the map,
This
okay.
is the primordial, like, beginnings of the world. Could we incant a spell between the four of us that manifests the, like, physical body of being lost and then kill it with the spear, so then we now know where to go?
Wait a minute, that sounds like that.
Greg,
might
now
work.
you're thinking with Glorantha.
Yeah.
Why don't we
Here
take our
goes.
second break while the party figures out what they're going up to do, what they're about to do. We'll see you
Freudian
guys.
slip. We should go north.
See you guys on the other side of our game. Bye bye.